Last time, it was mentioned that Renako and Mai made an agreement to take turns playing the roles of best friends and lovers. On this day, Renako noticed that Mai had tied up her hair, which meant they would be interacting as friends. To show Mai the benefits of friendship, Renako invited her over to play video games together. The feeling of clearing levels together satisfied Renako, and she thought to herself, "See, the friend dynamic really does suit me better." However, her happiness didn't last long. Soon after, Mai let her hair down again and asked if she could come over to Reinako's place once more. Bringing lover mode my home was practically like inviting a wolf into the house. After much internal struggle, Reinako reluctantly agreed. At the front door, they ran into Reinako's mother, who had just returned home, mistaking Mai for some kind of incognito royalty. Reinako's mother was taken aback when Mai casually declared, "We're in a very close relationship." Panicking, Reinako quickly dragged Mai into her room before she could say anything else. Once inside, Reinako confronted Mai. "You were so well behaved last time, was that just to trick me?" But Mai explained that she had genuinely been nervous during her first visit. However, she added that once she's experienced something once, she quickly masters it. Unlike last time, Mai suggested they play a competitive game this time, with the loser having to grant the winner any one request. Reinako, confident that even a genius like Mai couldn't possibly master a game fast enough to beat her, saw this as a rare chance to win and eagerly accepted. But still, Reinako was utterly defeated. It turned out Mai had bought the same game after their last meeting, unpracticed relentlessly. Though frustrated, Reinako honored the bet and agreed to Mai's request to hug. As she felt Mai's warmth, Reinako's heart began to race uncontrollably. The next day at school, Ajisai noticed that Reinako seemed troubled. She took Reinako's hand and said, "They say warming up your hands can uplift your mood." Unfortunately, Mai happened to witness this, making Reinako so flustered that she quickly fled the scene. During lunch break, Reinako handed Mai a notebook, suggesting they each write down things they wanted to do in a co-listing friend activities, and Mai listing couple activities. After exchanging notebooks, Reinako was shocked to see that Mai's list grew increasingly inappropriate the further down she read. "Were you after my body from the very beginning?" Reinako demanded angrily. Mai, however, calmly replied, "If I were only interested in appearances, I wouldn't have chosen you in the first place." This only stabbed at Reinako's heart even more. "Hey, I'm at least in F-Cup, you know," she protested. Mai then took Reinako's hand and explained, "I just want to feel closer to you as lovers, and yes, that includes physical intimacy. I've even prepared myself to go all the way with you." Reinako, horrified, immediately yanked her hand away. Determined to prove that friendship was far better than romance, she invited Mai to hang out over the weekend strictly as friends and stayed up all night crafting a detailed itinerary. The weekend arrived, and Reinako and Mai set off for the mall as planned. Along the way, Reinako noticed that Mai, being a famous model, was drawing an unusual amount of attention. Mai admitted that she usually avoided crowded places to prevent being approached. As more and more people began recognizing her, Reinako grabbed Mai's hand and rushed into the mall, declaring, "Today, I'll protect you." They had a great time at a VR experience center. But just as they were about to move on to the next activity, heavy rain poured down. Soaking them both, forced to take shelter, they ended up at a nearby hotel to change. While bathing together, Mai told Reinako that she couldn't afford to get sick because of an important event the following week. Reinako sighed. Always having to live up to others' expectations must be exhausting. Mai smiled and replied, "You're the only one who says things like that to me. That's why I fell for you." Then, without warning, Mai removed her hair clip, let her hair down low, and kissed Reinako. Realizing things were about to escalate into Mai's inappropriate list territory, Reinako desperately pinned the hair clip back onto Mai's head, declaring, "Lover mode is over. This is just friends messing around." Seeing her resolve, Mai finally backed off. Once the rain stopped, they left the hotel together. Reinako seems to be falling deeper under Mai's spell, and it's only the second episode, yet they've already had intimate physical contact. What will happen next? Stay tuned to my channel for the latest updates on this anime's developments.